Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Soulcreek. With the holidays, and then I got sick and everything, it's been like a week and a half since I've been able to record anything, so just kind of itching to get one done. Uh, I'm still a little bit sick, but hopefully it doesn't come through that I am. I'll try to like pause it or mute or whatever if I need to like cough or whatever. It'll be fine. Let's just, Happy New Year. Let's get on with it. Alex, hey, are you with me? Bite? What's going on? You're asleep, in the rapid eye movement stage right now. Your muscles are immobilized and your neurological functions are lighting up. So you're just about conscious enough for us to talk. Oh, I must have been exhausted. What is this place? Your deep subconscious. It's pretty neat, huh? Why is it blue? No idea, it's your subconscious. Maybe you painted it this color and forgot. I don't think that's how our brains work. So how'd your scans go? Any sign of that computer chip in my head? No, I'd have picked up on it by now. It could be a blind spot for you. I don't see any other explanation. It's not like we can ask the locals for help either. And these people don't even know what a human is. That's the peak of hypocrisy coming from you. Think fuck you can translate them or we'd be screwed. Let's hope this Aeon person can help us. We shouldn't tell Aeon everything to be safe. Maybe keep you out of it. Whatever you decide, best stick close to Loken. It'll keep you safe. But he wants to make me a Black Runner. You should become a Black Runner. Are you insane? Why? Alex, the only reason he claimed you from his chief in the first place is so he could keep you as an Acolyte. If you reject him, he'll just give you back to Dravonia. She'll lock us up for sure. May even decide to execute us again. Secondly, think about where he found you. Something about a pod in a black zone? Right, you're the last human, the last ever. The answers we need will be in these black zones, with the ruins of your people. Loken said he'll help us search, but only if you agree to be his acolyte. It's too dangerous. What about these demons? They're just crazy machines. Even more reason to investigate. There might be a link between their technology and mine. So let's do it. Let's become Loken's acolyte. But we don't know anything about this world. There's got to be another way. If we're going to figure out how we got here, we need to play along. It's our best shot. Maybe. Hey, what do you think happened? Humans are just gone. Where did all these beast people come from? No data available. Sorry, I know as much as you. But don't worry, we'll figure this thing out. Is optimism part of your program? If it is, I get it from you. Are you ready to wake up? Now? Yep. Your optic nerves are picking up the morning light, and your super chiasmatic nucleus is already pumping you with cortisol. I don't know what that means. They're your bodily functions. I don't think my puny human brain can handle your big, throbbing AI words. Just open your eyes, dickhead. The ceiling? Oh, right, I fell asleep by the fire. I feel rough. My sliced abdomen is buzzing and my head is whirling. I slowly sit upright. The morning light is seeping into the lodge, and there's no escaping the biting cold. Loken, you here? He doesn't answer, but I can hear voices just outside the door. I haven't actually been outside Loken's home yet. It'll be good to actually see the world I've woken up to. Bite, you with me? I'm here. How are you feeling? Rough. Better than yesterday, though. I tentatively lift my clothes up to check my bandages. They become frayed overnight, but otherwise seem fine. You know, he did a good job stitching this up. I wonder where he learned to do that. Maybe he'll teach us. As I sluggishly clamber out of the blanket, my hand grazes the apple Loken left for me last night. Nope. Still not hungry. Looks like Bite was right. I have no need for food. This is gonna be tough to hide. They already think we're keeping something from them. Which we are. For good reason. They won't understand. Just stick to the plan. We blend in and wait for Aeon. We should tell Loken. He's gonna notice if we keep refusing food. Feud. No, not yet. Don't take the risk. Couldn't I just eat anyway to keep up appearances? Nope, definitely not. You don't want to clog up your insides with food your body can't digest. It won't end well. Alright, what about the breathing thing? Luckily, your breathing function still works fine. It's the actual respiration part that isn't. You're exhaling the same oxygen you're breathing in. It's just dead air. But, as you say, it keeps up appearances. Do I need a drink? As far as I can tell, physical hydration is still an issue. Keep drinking water. Until we see Aeon, we have to pretend to be completely normal. I'm not sure when it became we instead of me, but I suppose we're both sharing the same mind and body. Speaking of body, do I still look human? There isn't a mirror here to check myself out in. I've not got any elusive plug socket stamped into my flesh or anything, have I? I anxiously pat myself down, but find nothing out of the ordinary. Lifting up my clothes, I stare down at my linen-clasped belly. Everything seemed fine when Loken replaced the bandages. I grasp at my own chest. My nipples are there, and I have some firm pectoral muscles. All seems normal. What about... I look at the door to check Loken isn't going to burst in suddenly. Assured that I'm alone, I slide my hand down the front of my hem with my leggings. Yep, dick and balls. Everything's there that should be there. Good to know. Seriously? Yeah, I was just... checking it hadn't fallen off? Yeah. Humans are wild. Shut up. With a shy blush, I draw myself over to the lodge door and tug it open. The air is cutting and chilly. I draw my arms closer to my body as stinging cold shears my face. It's far less windy than it was last night. A gentle sunlit warmth glows through the cold. Whoa. I'm gobsmacked by the scenery. It's an awe-inspiring alpine landscape. Mountains tower all around the serene valley, reaching high into the crystal blue sky and far into the distance. Loken's lodge is isolated. I don't see any signs of his tribe, only distant forests and snowy peaks. I see Loken. He's standing next to a crate of his decaying salvage, arms folded earnestly. His pelt ruffles majestically in the cold breeze. There are two women speaking to him. One is feline, while the other is a raccoon. Both wear tribal garbs composed of leather, fur, and ragged linen. By this point, I'm just rolling along with everyone else being some form of beast person. They're both taller than me, but that seems standard. Humans are just small compared to these people, I suppose. The two of them are engaged fervently with Loken, their attention completely enraptured. They could really do that? And do you have one? Yes, but it is not functional. Here. I watch, curious. Loken fumbles through his salvage and grabs a dilapidated mobile phone, totally frayed from centuries of decay and beyond any hope of repair. He holds it out to the interested pair nonchalantly. They lean forward and coo like spellbound children. I vaguely remember Loken saying that people here revere Zephyr technology, but to actually see them do it, it's bizarre. How far could they speak? Far. But how would they hear? Loken twists the beaten-up mobile phone around, showing them the other side. His face is neutral, like he's only half interested. These are speakers. They make noise. They talk in here and listen here. Amazing, I've never imagined. Think of its worth, we'll trade for it. What would you like? We have many wares to offer in exchange, or we can return with more. What would they do with it? It's junk. Zephyr salvage is worth a lot in this economy, and never mind its condition. Loken even said the clans have gone to war over technology that still works. Huh. I'm starting to understand the significance of the Black Runner's right. Exactly. I'd assume the Black Runners are the richest people in the land. If they find anything really valuable out there, they can have it, no catch. Seems like an easy economy to take advantage of someone with. Loken scowls uncomfortably as the pair ply him for trade. I will not trade. This piece is not functional. But it's... Keep your wares. It is junk. Please, how about if... No. I step forward, cautiously deciding to make myself known. They all turn to me. Loken immediately steps away from his guests and plants himself between them and I. The women gape in bewilderment. Oh, right. I'm the first human they've ever seen. Morning, Loken. You are awake. There is pain? A little. It's fine. I can walk. I have Dawn Lily for you. Loken, who is this? Loken and I swiftly turn to the two women, who are totally perplexed by me. I hate the way they're looking at me, like a freak freshly stumbled out of the circus. I slide my arms into the front pocket of my hoodie defensively, deeply uncomfortable. Hey there. When I speak, they take a step back in shock, eyes wide. They seem to think I'm about to attack them. I try to smile, but they remain horrified. Loken glances to me, then them. He says nothing in my defense. Sorry, I'm Loken's Acolyte. Loken spins his head to me. He looks surprised by my answer. Then I see the tiniest smile on his muzzle. You've taken an Acolyte? Yes, recently. He has excellent wit. The women look at one another. Their fear of me hasn't been alleviated. Is he a rodent? I scowl, annoyed. No, he is harmless. Yeah, I was just saying hi. What is he? His name is Alex. The raccoon is the first to drop her guard, the tension in her shoulders melting ever so slightly. Well, we certainly need more Black Runners. Following the example of her companion, the feline relaxes a little. Yes. Have you begun your training in the 4? Have you been to the zones yet? No, nothing yet, really. He will learn fast. To my surprise, the feline actually takes a step towards me. I'm not sure she hears it, but I pick up the unmistakable sound of Loken's throat rumbling. What a curious creature. Have you no pelt? He does not. I frown at Loken, whose eyes are narrowed slightly. He's tense about something. The feline turns to her partner. What odd things these Black Runners find. The chieftain will be amazed. You're not from the Draconi clan? We are travelers from the Windchill clan to the southwest. We stopped on our way home to visit Loken. Why? To lay eyes upon him and his salvage collection. We know of his reputation, but to see it in person is... She trails off, her eyes dropping to the crate of salvage again. Loken doesn't seem to respond, but I do notice his tail swaying gently. Our chieftain adores Zephyr salvage. We wish to bring her a gift. She would be very interested in you. Me? Why? Now I can definitely hear Loken growling. She enjoys curious things. You should come visit our clan. We could... He is mine! Loken bares his teeth furiously at the women and snarls. They take a step back, eyes wide fearfully. He thrusts his arm out and pushes me behind him, blocking their view of me. I have claimed Alex. Though disturbed by their aggression, I don't protest and let him procure me behind him. I remember how possessive Loken is of his salvage, but I didn't expect him to act so territorial about me, too. It's strange, but I'm almost glad of it. His overprotective behavior could keep me safe. I do feel a bit sorry for his guests, though. They're really freaked out. Of course, we didn't mean... We'll keep our distance. Yes. There's another awkward pause. Well, Loken, are you sure you won't consider a trade for the speaking relic? You know our chieftain enjoys your salvage. We have spices, many different flavors. Loken's eyes and nose twitch with interest. Spice? Behind him, his tail starts gently wagging. It seems to do that when he's happy or excited. I have to admit, it's pretty cute. Yes, we heard rumors around your clan that you like it. I do. I still can't believe they think Loken's scrap is valuable. I have nothing of value to trade today. Oh, but, well, we'll take the speaking relic off of you. It is not worth your spice. There must be something you would part with. Loken grumbles, deeply uncomfortable. Going by the nervous twitching of his tail, he really wants those spices, but won't overstep his moral compass for them. I squint down at the time-worn salvage for anything I recognize. Most of it is ratty beyond recognition. But then I spot something. Hey, what about this? Loken's ears fold backwards as I step out from behind him. No. He goes to block sight of me again. Stay behind me. Just trust me for a second. I've got wit, remember? I figured that ought to get him to listen. He falters, then nods. Okay. Do not get close to them. The faces of the women light up as Loken steps aside. I tug something out of his collection of scrap. The Zephyr called this an insulated flask. It's pretty beat up, but it might still work. It's functional? Maybe. It stores liquids and keeps them hot or cold. Tea, soup, that sort of thing. I hold the flask out for them to inspect. They don't seem to have understood a word of understood a word I said, but remain fascinated. You could put coffee or something inside and take it with you to travel. Coffee? Oh, it's a Zephyr drink. The women seem completely baffled by my knowledge. How do you know all this? It is as I said. He has excellent wit. He sounds proud of me. I feel my cheeks getting slightly hot. No, I'm familiar with this stuff. That is wit. It's not... Okay, sure. Anyway, you might have to clean the rust off, but the lid still fits, so I don't see why it wouldn't still work. Would you trade for it, Loken? All three of us look at him. He seems pleasantly taken aback. I will. The two travelers are beside themselves with joy. They clutch one another in triumph and bow their heads to Loken. Thank you so much. The raccoon and Loken exchange the goods. The feline looks like she's about to approach me, but then remembers Loken's waspish attitude and keeps her distance. Thank you, little one, for your insight. You have great wit. Do enjoy the spices. I hope your chief makes good use of them. I doubt Loken will share those. It's okay. Glad I could help. They're really happy about this. Seriously? It's just a flask. Their distrust of me seems to have melted away. That feels kind of nice. Respect to you, Black Runner. And to your new Acolyte. Yes, respect. The two traders put their prize into a fur-skin sack, then steadily head back down the hills. They chatter to each other, abuzz with excitement. Loken and I watch them go in silence. Soon they're too far away to make out. So you like spices? It is good. Good to know. You are good. Huh? You have used your wit for good. Oh, it was nothing. You weren't kidding, by the way. The way people see Zephyr salvage. They think it's really valuable. It's crazy. People trading garbage like it's something precious. You guys don't use money? His head tilts in a typically confused canine fashion. Like coins? Currency? He blinks wordlessly, his expression remaining perplexed. Never mind. You sleep heavy. Sorry? You sleep heavy. Heavy? Yeah, guess I'm a heavy sleeper. No, sleeping heavy. I'm not sure I understand. Sleeping heavily. He has an odd way of speaking. I'm not sure I understand him at times, or perhaps he doesn't understand me. Well, last thing I remember was watching the fire. I have Dawn Lily. I step over to Loken apprehensively as he begins to root around in his satchel. What exactly is this stuff? Dawn Lily. I mean, like, what's it made of? Dawn Lily. I blink. There must be a way of getting a straight answer out of this hound. Right. I meant, what is Dawn Lily made of? Herb. So, it's a painkiller? That's what I meant. Suddenly, he shoots me a vicious scowl, clearly offended. I shrink a little. Sorry? Okay. That was weird. Loken pulls a strange linen-wrapped package from his pouch and unwraps it. A small batch of pale orange powder is inside. He places some on the palm of his paw and holds it up to me. I recoil, scrunching my face up in caution. Tongue. Bite? Can you scan this? It's an opioid analgesic. I think it would be addictive in high quantities. Don't take too much of it. I'm not sure about this, but I am in a lot of pain. It's going to be easier to stick to our mission plan if I have something to take the edge off. Alright, thanks, Loken. Cautiously, I lean forward and take a pinch of Dawn Lily, then smear it on my tongue. It quickly dissolves. Ugh, the taste hits me immediately. It's the most grotesque flavor, that of rotten, pallid milk. My face tightens in disgust and my eyes glue themselves shut as I fight off my gagging reflex. Ugh, that's hideous. Yes. Oh god, it tastes like live wasps. It's getting worse. The taste wears off, so I open my eyes. Loken has a mild grin of satisfaction on his face. You are funny. Yeah, at least someone finds this amusing. Ugh. You would like to take more? I would enjoy seeing you take more. It is funny to watch. As the taste wears off, I grin at his gentle teasing. So, you do have a sense of humor? Yes. I'm amazed. His mood darkens in a heartbeat. As if I've flicked a switch, his stare turns scathing once again. This is amazing to you? His voice is loaded with defensive outrage. I shy from him, nervously regretting what I said. His angry scowl burns through me. Tell me why this is amazing. Because I laugh at things? That is amazing. Then you think I am dull. Explain. I didn't expect him to be so sensitive. Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. Just trying to get to know you since I'm going to be your acolyte. That seems to cheer him right up. His tail starts to wag. You accept? Before I can answer him, I spot someone else approaching the lodge. My heart clenches anxiously as I recognize them. Good morning, Loken. My chief. Alex. Yeah, hey. How was your injury? Less sore, I think. He has taken Dawn Lily. Ha! Tastes like an unwashed ass, doesn't it? I manage a smile. Yep. I think it's my first time taking it. I dab at my side. It's already starting to feel numb. The effects will last a few days. Be careful how much you take, though. It's addictive stuff. I have some news. Aeon won't be here until tomorrow at the latest. You'll have to sit tight until then. Before I can reply, Loken turns determinedly to his chief. I will run today. Thank you. I have a list from the shamans and a personal request from Silene. Where will you go? Bleakstone. Dravonia hands a piece of parchment over to Loken. That works. We need good metal for the smiths to work. Most of all, we need copper for new cables after last week's blizzard. Copper is uncommon. I know. Just get what you can. Silene needs supplies? Her little one's fever is no better. I hear Loken whining on knees. Most of the healing supplies have expired. All I can ask is your best. You're going into a black zone today? The clan requires salvage and medicine. Am I coming? No. You will stay. I wince. I'm not sure how safe I feel being left alone with Dravonia. If it were up to her, I'd be in chains. How long will he be gone? How long will he be gone? Until dusk. Are you able to walk, Alex? I think so. Then I will take Alex to see the village. Loken nods. Good. Is that a good idea? I thought my kind were extinct. People will freak out if... The tribesmen must see you. Loken agreed to this last night. Your fate may belong to him now, but I still have my own expectations of you. One is that you will not hide in Loken's lodge. You'll need to pull your weight as a Draconi. I glance uneasily at Dravonia. Despite trying to appear unfazed, she sees right through me. You have my word, I won't execute you when Loken isn't looking. What? No, I never. I didn't. I wasn't suggesting you would. You're easy to read, human. Okay, I will prepare. Loken folds up Dravonia's list, then retreats into his lodge. I watch him go, the door rattling shut behind him. You're fond of Loken? I'm taken aback by Dravonia's curt statement. Fond? Do you like him? Oh, yeah. He's something. You don't like him? What? No, I mean, yes, I do. I like him. He's been kind. Good. I understand his social manners aren't the most graceful, but he's a good man. I feel incredibly nervous talking to her. She exudes an authority that's beyond questioning. I feel vastly inferior beside her. I was wondering, I hesitate. Say it. I was... Has he ever invoked his right before? A few times. only for trinkets and never quite as fiercely as he to keep you alive. As he did? I don't know. It's missing a word. Do you know why he did it? I know exactly why. The lodge door bangs open again, and Loken returns. He's thrown an entirely new outfit on. It's quite a getup. It looks like he's mashed together several decaying military uniforms together before rolling in a heap of jagged scrap metal. Alex. Yeah? You will not reopen your wound. Sure. You will not attempt to flee. Wasn't planning to. Okay. There's a short pause where Loken looks towards his chief, his ears flattening against his head. He looks back to me, then to her again. Loken, he'll be fine. You have my word. You are certain? We discussed this. Okay. He hangs around for just a moment, watching me. I give him a light smile, then he turns around and marches off. It's gonna feel weird without him. It feels like he's my primary guide in this world, aside from Bite. Loken descends the grasslands quickly, then breaks into a sudden sprint. In a heartbeat, he's already run across the valley and started to disappear into the woods. Whoa, he's fast. Yes, he's a black runner. The clue is very much in the name. Come along. Come along, then. It's time for you to see the world. Giovanni gestures for me to follow her. She leads me down a gravel path and over the plains, far beneath the shadows of towering mountains. My wounds keep my pace modest, but I manage to keep up. The sharp wind bites at my skin. I tuck my arms into my hoodie's front sleeve to keep the elements at bay. I hear we may have a new black runner soon. He told you about that? He wanted to explain his actions. You should be aware that being his acolyte will place high expectations on you. I don't know. I'm just an idiot with no memory. Loken is far more than just a black runner to us. He ensures the farmers are well looked after. He teaches at the schools. He liaises with the builders to get them supplies. The clan sees him as a protector. They go to him with their woes. Since you'll be at his side most of the time, he'll expect the same resolve from you. She makes it sound like she expects me to fully join the Draconi. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Loken says you have remarkable wit. No, I don't. I just... Please, Alex. I'm not a zealous monk. I don't believe in wit. I suppose I just assumed everyone did. Do you believe in the gods, Alex? Or fate? No. I'm glad to hear it. Religion has its place. Everyone should have a hobby. But practical applications speak, while prayers do not. If your claims about being human are true, then you are a Zephyr. You know their culture, that's all. Loken made it sound, spiritual. In a sense, but there's not a spiritual person. Oh, he's not a spiritual person. I've known him since he was a child, and he's grown into a man of practicality. I trust his core judgment, not his wit. She shoots me a harsh glare. Be grateful of that. I wince. You still don't trust me, huh? Abruptly, she halts in her tracks and turns to me, eyes narrowed. Do you know what being chieftain of a clan means? I blink, wisely keeping my immediate, snarky response to myself. It means that the people here are under my protection. The women, the men, the children. Your life is not above theirs. I will take every precaution, and I make no apologies. I flinch as she brings a finger up to point at me. Ignorance is the order of the world, Alex. You are a dangerous unknown, and a knowledge of the unknown is scarce. Nowhere in this province is safe. So no, I don't trust you. Your arrival has piqued my interest, but I'm uneasy. Loken believes you have something to offer, so I'm giving you a chance. That's why we're walking together right now. Her sharp, fiery eyes linger on me for a moment. I say nothing. I just look back, her stare cutting right through me. She carries on walking, gesturing for me to keep up. We're moving further down the mountains now and skirting around some thick forests. I go quiet, somewhat irked by what feels like an idle threat. She observes my mood and shakes her head. Come now. You would have done the same. I frown. Would I? An impossible creature with no explanation for itself wanders in. Would you really trust it? If you would, you're either grievously arrogant or endearingly stupid. So which is Loken? Arrogant or stupid? At once I regret being even slightly snarky. Sorry, I didn't mean... No, go on. Out with it. I appreciate you deciding not to kill me, but what danger could I possibly be? I raise my arms to the side. I'm only human. Tiny compared to you lot. I'm not a threat. Giovanni looks surprised, amused even. I have every reason to expect another cold threat from her, but she almost seems sympathetic. I would very much like to be proven wrong about what you are. What I am? Do you think I'm a demon or something? Is it really so hard to believe? I can't leave the Black Zones, Loken said. I don't look like one, or I'd assume someone would have pointed that out. Now it's her turn to glare at me like I'm the stupid one. However, she drops the stare and sighs, seemingly regathering her patience. Her pause makes me uneasy. I don't look like one, do I? I suppose I should forgive your ignorance, if what you say about your memory is true. Alex, try and understand. Save for black runners and raving lunatics, nobody has ever seen a demon. I frown. Then, hang on, really? Never? Never. We know almost nothing about them. Most don't believe they're even real, or refuse to accept it. So, how do people know they even exist? The only tangible proof is the word of the Black Runners. That, and the insane testimonies of maniacs who've spent too long in the Black Zones. What do you mean, maniacs? Demons are beyond comprehension or description. Only the Black Runners are capable of knowing anything about them. Perhaps they are products of the Cascade, but nobody knows what caused that either. All those memories have been forgotten. Our history is lost. Knowledge of the clans and how we got to this point is gone. Perhaps the answers lie in the Black Zones, but only the Black Runners know these things. Ignorance is the order of the world. No kidding. Surely Loken can tell you all about them, nor any other Black Runner. She grunts, irritated. His business is beyond my authority. My ignorance is for my protection, he claims. Trying to comprehend the nature of the Black Zones invites insanity. He once described them as an ocean of terrible infinity, where demons are sharks. That's about all I can get from him. She scoffs. He can be dreadfully poetic sometimes. I thought demons were just machines. I'm sorry? Like rogue AI? Do you know anything about that? I've never heard that term, so no. Loken handles all matters relating to the Black Zones. There is safety in ignorance, he assures me. And then you, an unknown, claiming to be something impossible. A member of a long-dead species. Loken is my Black Runner, my guiding light. So if he says you are safe, then you are safe. But please forgive my trepidation. Huh. I guess I can understand why you'd be wary. But I'm not a demon, I promise. It's Loken's judgment I trust. He speaks for your safety. There must be people who have seen demons at the very least. She hums thoughtfully. There are witnesses, but their accounts are always rambled nonsense. The mind rebels within the Black Zones. Those who return are changed. Changed how? She shakes her head. You should ask Loken of these things. It is Black Runner business. These demons are getting more and more curious. Advanced, sentient robotics must just be far too mind-blowing for their primitive clans. We break through the edge of the forest and emerge at the side of the Draconite clan. And I think that's where I'm going to call it. I can feel my voice getting a little raspier than I want. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.